Yo, what is going on, you spiteful shinks? Today we're playing some games with Spiritomb. I played it with it a little while ago, like a week or so ago it feels like, and then recently Mellow Magikarp took this specific list that we have in front of us here today to a top 8 finish in a tournament. So I was like, well, it felt pretty good when I was trying it out. You know, Mellow took it to a top 8 finish. Let's give it a shot. So the new way to play Spiritomb, that it's been the new way for a while, is with the Spikemuth Stadium. It never really, you know, was popular or anything, because Spiritomb really hasn't been a ridiculously good deck for a while now. A couple formats ago, it was a pretty strong deck, but it hasn't been quite what it was for a long time now. But it doesn't mean it can't still be decent. Still a very powerful single prize attacking Pokemon, especially when combined with that Spikemuth Stadium and the Cape of Toughness. You can hit super hard with the Spiritomb. Hit for what, 310 damage potentially, which is almost enough to take those knockouts on those big tag team Pokemon. Now we don't have any way to like get that little bit of extra damage. I don't play Zigzagoon or anything, but we can do stuff like 2-hit KO in it, either with like Psy Power from the Mew, Evil Admission from a Hoopa, or just, you know, just 2-shot him with Spiritombs is also fine. So yeah, Spiritomb main attacker, secondary attacker of Hoopa, just like another thing that we can use to hit if we need to, mainly for 2-hit KOing stuff, so we don't have to use a Spiritomb, which is our most powerful attacker in the deck, being able to do, you know, up to that 310 damage, like I said. So as long as it has a cape and 10 damage counters on it, we can get that high. We don't usually get that high in the damage. Support Pokemon, we got 1 Oricorio, 1 Dedenne, 2 Jirachi, and of course the 2 Jynx are a big supporting factor in the Spiritomb deck to be able to move our damage around, to get those high numbers of damage counters on our Spiritombs, to be able to hit hard enough to take those knockouts. I got a Heracross in here for the ADPization matchup. If they get the GX attack, then we get to turn the tables and put their ADP back in their deck. Don't let them use that ultimate ray. 1 Marshadow to bump Swells out of play so we can get our Spikemuth into play. The Mew mostly to protect our bench with Bench Barrier, but can also clean up knockouts with the Psy Power, like I said. And then 4 Quick Ball, 4 Great Ball to help us find our Pokemon. Mainly our Spiritombs are the main thing we're trying to find as aggressively as possible. 2 Ordinary Rod to recover those Spiritombs and back into play, using them again, building up that Spites. 2 Dolls, because what we can do with the Dolls is we can switch our Spiritomb or retreat it with the Hiding Energy, get it to the bench, take those 2 damage cards from Spikemuth. And if we don't have another Scoop Up Net or another switch card like a Bird Keeper to utilize to move our new active from the active to the bench, then we can just go into a Doll and put the Doll under, and then bring the Spiritomb back into the active to do the damage we're trying to do to our opponent's active Pokemon. We got 4 Quick Ball, 4 Great Ball, 4 Net, 3 Bird Keeper, 4 Research, 4 on the Energy, 4 Hiding, 4 Basic Dark, 4 Capes, 4 Spikemuth, 2 Bosses orders, because sometimes we want to be able to gust stuff. It doesn't come up that often, I don't feel like, but you still want the option. You don't want to not have a gust option like the boss. And we also have the Phione in here as well, with the Whirlpool Suction for some kind of bench manipulation. If they have a bunch of stuff on the bench that we can knock out, and like a big VMAX in the active we don't want to have to deal with, you can just use that Whirlpool Suction, force something off the bench up, just hit that instead. And I think that's all I have to say about the list. Let's go ahead, let's get into some games. All right, getting into our first game. I like going second with Spiritomb, just because like finding so many Spiritombs is so important. Using our draw supporter can be a big difference maker in finding those Spiritombs or not. So I like going second with the Spiritomb deck here. Our opening hand so far, not great, but could top deck, you never know. Our opponent opened the Volcanion, so you know they're a welder deck, and they probably would have chosen to go second had they had the choice. So there's already a slight advantage for us right there. Quick Ball, Great Ball into the Baby Ball, Quick Balls it away. Yeah, probably a Scorch deck. We're gonna have to wait and see for sure. Yep, there's the Scorch V energy. Ooh, heat energy, so a little bit extra health, a little bit extra HP we're gonna have to get through here. As long as our top deck, it is the Dedenne. I mean, I don't want to play it, but I feel like I don't really have a choice. All right, Cape, and then did I change? I could have attached an energy to the active, I guess. There got a Spiritomb, got a Great Ball. Oof, how do we want to do this? I don't really want a Bird Keeper into Spiritomb. I also don't hate the idea of keeping into Spiritomb as well. So we're gonna go with it. Great Ball, Oricorio. Great Ball again. That's a Jirachi. So now we can go Hiding, retreat into the Jirachi. We can actually knock out this Volcanion if we want to. I'm not sure I want to, if I just want to kind of set up more. Because of how kind of, like, behind it feels like we are. I almost just want to grab another Spiritomb. I'm going to Stellar Wish first. I feel like the Quick Ball has to be the better grab here. Quick Ball away, Dark Energy. Let's see. What do we can Quick Ball away. We could take the knockout here. I could just go like Quick Ball away, Dark Energy, Quick Ball away, Scoop Up Net, set up a bunch of Spiritombs, and then go from there. I feel like that might even be just better. Yeah, I think I like this. And then we have Oricorio to draw cards next turn. Seems fine to me. Pass. Yeah, because I could have gone, you know, grab a Jynx the damage off the Marshadow to here, Scoop Up Net the Jirachi, and I guess maybe I could have Quick Balled away the Jirachi, got another Spiritomb, knocked this thing out. But then I just end up in a situation where that's like literally all I have going for me. It's like that knockout, and then VMAX probably comes down from the Centiskorch, and they get an energy, and they go knock out my Spiritomb, and then it's just gonna get tough from there. I think this gives us just more options overall, like going into these future turns. I like the idea of just kind of chilling and then going from here. High Heat Blast. All right. So we don't currently have the knockout. We still need a couple things. Let's start with Oricorio. See what we get. Huh. I want to save the Ordinary Rod to bring back a Spiritomb, because it's my second rod. I don't want to lose it. So we do need a retreat. Build some Spite before I forget. Yeah, 4. If I build Spite here, it's not gonna be enough, right? Or 130. They have 140 because of that heat energy. Yeah, so we have to go like retreat, net, send this up, another one here, and then just go ahead and do not building Spite because we will get knocked out. Anguish Cry, get the knockout. All right. Got this first knockout on this baby Volk. Yeah, then we'll be able to go Ordinary Rod, recover this Spiritomb, a couple basic energies, probably this Jirachi as well. We only play 2 Jirachis in this deck. There's only 2 of them. Not like 4. I would love to play like maybe a third one in here. I don't know where I'd find the room, but yeah, there's only 2 in here, so we have to like try and protect them. So yeah, getting this guy back makes sense. So I will get this Jirachi. They set up Dedenne here, which is curious, but it might mean that they have an air balloon in their hand, I guess. I can't think of a reason to really send up the Dedenne, to be honest. That's a little bit curious to me. Unless they like have a... And go with a float up here? Alright, that's super curious. I guess they want to be able to retreat the Dedenne and float up. Switch? Okay, they have a switch. Are they going to float up and not put the Eldegoss back now? Or what is their... What's their game plan here? Nope, it's going back. All right, so they can recover and use the Eldegoss later. Okay, I guess I kind of like it. We'll see where it goes. Giving us the Dedenne knockout here, as long as we can get there, which we should be able to, I think. This is the one we're gonna try and build up. We're really close to me making this one get the knockout. We have 4 switch left. All right, so I'm gonna use. So this one just needs to get to 5, right? Yeah, 5 would take the knockout here. So I'm gonna put the Cape on the bench one. With the Bird Keeper, we'd actually be able to make it work. So I kind of just want to do it with the Bird Keeper then. Recover the Spiritomb and the Jirachi. 2 energy. So we can just go retreat. And then Bird... Oh, I guess I could have used this first. So I could have got like a Jirachi. But then I get the Bird Keeper back. And then this guy takes 2 as well. Which I guess is probably more value anyways. There's both of our boss. That's kind of something I didn't want to draw. All right, building Spite. We get the knockout here. I don't think I built Spite on this one yet. Yeah, because I need boss to probably chase down the Centiskorch VMAX at some point, to be honest. Maybe I should have attached the Cape here, actually, to prevent radiating heat from actually getting the knockout. Yeah, I kind of, like, I need boss to be able to chase this down. So the game plan is going to be to hit this as hard as possible, And then, yeah, just hit this thing really hard. Oh, there's a Wondrous Labyrinth. We got plenty of stadiums left still. 2 Spikemuths plus the Marshadow. We could even use the Marshadow and then put Spikemuth in play to get the Marshadow out of the deck. I'm sure our opponent plays Reset Stamp, so could play around that. We don't have the energy for this guy yet. Yeah, I'll probably go Marshadow and then put Spikemuth in play. Here comes a Pokegear. They got Heatran there. They did send this up, so now we're just going to go ahead and punch this VMAX as hard as we possibly can and then try and 2-hit KO it over the next couple turns. Here comes the Dedenne. Yeah, we should really need to get more Spiritombs. We need to find... We have 2 Spiritombs in the deck right now. We need to find one of them. There's a Reset Stamp right now. Maybe we will be able to put one of these researches to use, actually. We still got plenty of draw power working between the Oricorio and the Jirachi as well, so I'm not too concerned with that. So I think we send this up. Send this up, retreat it into the Jirachi, Stellar Wish, and then switch the Jirachi out. Oh, no, because we don't have... We just send this up. We don't have, what's it called? The Spikemuth in play. Could find it, though. So this becomes a Spiritomb, which we desperately need, I feel like. Another Spiritomb. And then we should Oricorio. Then we should Stellar Wish to research. Really unfortunate that we don't have a Spikemuth to work with right now. A lot of switches that we'd be able to build up a lot of damage with. Lose a boss here as well. Oh, I should have switched into the Spiritomb. Oops. Well, we got to switch. Got the Marshadow to bump the stadium. Okay, so we got Building Spite. Building Spite. Net the Jirachi. Cape this one. Marshadow bump the stadium. Yeah, that's a mistake on my end. Could have had a net to work with later on. I don't know if I want the Jirachi in play, to be honest. We do need like a boss. I think I do want it in play. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do enough damage here, though. Anguish Cry, we're only hitting for 190. To get this one enough damage to actually get this KO. I guess they only have 130 HP left. There's only 4 damage counters on this Spiritomb. So we only need to build up 4 damage counters on this Spiritomb, actually. So that's a Building Spite plus a Stadium... Switch into Doll boss, but the boss is going to be the hard thing to get, I think, here for sure. Yeah, I really wish I had that net around still. Really wish I didn't have to burn that net. Yeah, I should have switched into this Spiritomb. They could have another Reset Stamp. Usually Centiskorch plays 2 Reset Stamp. I guess they need a boss to win in 2 turns as well. Maybe they just won't be able to win in 2 turns. Should be able to easily KO this. Oh wait, they have this Heat Energy, actually. I need like +1 more, actually. So we need to switch like a couple times, and then Jynx will have to be used to move the damage around. All right, yeah, because they have this Heat Energy. I forgot about the Heat. Maybe they'll pull it off. Maybe when they go to the Heatran, they'll take the Heat Energy with them. If they go to the Heatran, I guess. They don't have to go to the Heatran here. We'll see, though. Yeah, it looks like they're actually going to go to the new Centiskorch VMAX. So we'll need a lot of damage on this Spiritomb to be able to take a knockout. A lot of damage. We'll see if we can get there. I think we can. I think it is possible. I think I want to set up the Spiritomb first, Dance of Tribute, and then switch into the Jirachi is what I want to do. So I'm going to send the Spiritomb up, dance, switch this one, hopefully get into a stadium, and then switch this one out. Or maybe I should do it the other way around. How many switches do I have left? Only 1. This feels like it's really going to be tough. There's a stamp. Now we're working with... We got the boss. So we have the boss, but we have nothing else. To get this KO. I think I'm just gonna send up the Jirachi here now, and maybe we just have to hope our opponent doesn't have boss on their turn to close out the game on my Oricorio. Start with this, then out the... How many abilities do they have in play, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's only 90. Grab the Hoopa anyways. Maybe we should grab the Jirachi. All right, Oricorio, Dance of Tribute. 1, 2, 3. No stadium yet. That's the biggest thing. We need a stadium here. Build some Spite. Stellar Wish. Still no stadium. I got a Bird Keeper. Grab that. Oh, quick ball away. Mew, maybe. How many Scoop Up Net do I have left? 1. There's the stadium. Help build up some damage into play. I'm gonna grab another one here. How many do they have left? How many stadiums? They have a lot. They're out of stamps though, right? That was their second stamp. I'm gonna throw this out. I think we basically just have to pass and hope they don't have boss to win the game. I think that's where we're at right now. It's just please don't have boss to win the game. And if they do, we do just lose. If they have boss here, we will just lose. There's the well played. So it makes me think that they probably have boss's orders. All right, goodbye, Oricorio. We got close. We just didn't have enough damage built up in play to be able to pull off this. We even had the boss at the end there. We should have damage built up in play to be able to take advantage of having the boss. I'm gonna take an L here in this first one. All right, into another one. Won the coin flip again. Once again, I'm gonna choose to go second. I don't want to. I guess we also could like the possibility to like donk our opponent, even if that is a little bit unrealistic to have happen. That is like something that can happen. We got the Jirachi start here, which is nice. Which was only playing, yeah, we only played 2 Jirachi. We're up against Baby Blowns, so it should be a pretty close matchup, I think. Both 1 prize decks, and they're playing a spinner build, so they definitely wanted to go second, probably. Usually when you see the energy spinner build, you know, you generally want to try and get that full effect out of it if you can, so it's already like a slight edge to go to us, or for us, I should say. Like they're gonna be doing some extra digging with this Jirachi. I assume this means they have a switch or another Scoop Up Net or something. Yeah, switch back to the Jirachi. Stellar Wish again. Oh, they got another spinner. Get another energy out of the deck. And here comes another Stellar Wish. Quick Ball. It would have been funny if they had seen another energy spinner. That would have been funny. Yeah. Well, ideally, want to try and get a turn 1 knockout on this Jirachi. It's not gonna be super easy to pull off though, because it's just hard to find Spiritombs sometimes. That's always been like my my thing about the Spiritomb deck. Why I'm not a huge fan of the Spiritomb deck. It's just hard to find Spiritombs. It feels like pretty often. So as we top deck Spiritomb, of course. Bird Keeper first. No, I think we Stellar Wish. Grab the Great Ball. I'm actually gonna Great Ball first because if I get the other Jirachi, got a Jynx. All right. Go ahead and Bird Keeper into Spiritomb, I think. No stadium yet. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this Jirachi, put it back down. Then we can just build Spite. Move it off net the Spiritomb. That seems kind of unnecessary. Treat Stellar Wish. Net again, I guess. It has to be the move. We need more than what we got going on so far. Switch back. Wish again. There's a research. That's what we're looking for. The capes don't matter too much in this matchup, so don't think or it'll be like fine if we have to let them go next turn. Cape here. Yeah, it'll be fine if we have to let a bunch of capes go next turn from the research. I could net the Jirachi to have that in play again for next turn, but I don't think I want to. Although I think I'd maybe rather keep the Jirachi around, to be honest. Maybe I do want to keep the Jirachi around. I think we just pass. Yeah, it won't be too big of a drag if we have to lose all these capes. Because the KO, Blacephalon, you don't really need that much damage. I guess we do want to potentially build up 1 Spiritomb. We have a 4th cape in the deck, though, to like 1-hit KO stuff like Zation. We can already KO 1-hit KO stuff like Dedenne, no problem. Crobat would be another one, and then Oricorio is weak to Dark, so that's another one that would be pretty easy to take out. But yeah, Crobat and Zation, I guess, are the 2 that would live through 5 damage Anguish Cry. So those are the ones we'd want to be able to take advantage of. Scoop Up Net's coming down. All right, Cephalon is attacking. And yeah, I put the Mew in play because if they did go with Cramorant here and Cramorant snipe my Spiritomb, they can just like, keep Cramoranting sniping my Spiritombs, which gets really ugly really fast for us. We don't want that to happen, so. There's another Spiritomb. That was a great top deck. I can actually go building Spite, and I can actually move this damage off right now, and then I can net this Jynx, and I'll have another use of what's it called after the research. I'll go ahead and throw this here as well. In case I get another Spiritomb, and then we can move that damage like this Spiritomb right here. This works perfectly. Attach. See what we get off this. Oricorio seems pretty good here. I think we're gonna use Oricorio here. draw. Spike. We'll save this Great Ball. Yeah, then we can move this one up to here. And then, yeah, so that Spiritomb top deck was actually huge, to be honest. That was a really big top deck. I want to save this one with the cape for later, but I need to build some damage up next turn, potentially. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Hiding Energy on this Spiritomb, I think. Yeah. And then Anguish Cry for the knockout. Yeah. So we'll put the Hiding Energy here, because if I get one of those Spikemuths, I want to build up damage on this one. Yeah, I want to build up damage on this Spiritomb, and then use this guy, because I want to save this one with the cape to take a knockout on something like the Zacian or Oricorio. But like I said, Oricorio is weak to dark, so we don't really need to save a caped one to get the Oricorio. But something like the Zacian maybe. But now that they have the Oricorio in play, I don't think we're gonna have to go ever chase a Zacian. But we could look to go like knockout Baby Blound and then go knockout Zacian, knockout Oricorio, or knockout Oricorio and then knockout Zacian, whatever works out to be better. Could go like that. I actually think I want to save this Great Ball until I find an Ordinary Rod, and then Ordinary Rod, recover some Spiritombs, and then use the Great Ball to try and find them. And we're just gonna try and work out of the hand this next turn. We'll have the Dance of Tribute. We'll have the Bird Keeper. That's like +6 to work with. Hopefully we find a Spikemuth. We're kind of in need of a Spikemuth at this point. Yeah, but we have this Jirachi as well that we can use to try and Stellar Wish into a Spikemuth. Which we're probably just gonna have to go. Well, we'll set up this Spiritomb first, I think, and then we will use Dance of Tribute. And then if we get a Spikemuth, we'll Bird Keeper into this Spiritomb. We could treat this Spiritomb into Jirachi, Stellar Wish, switch this out, and then we'll have a ton of damage in play to work with. We can Jynx around and stuff. And we'll just kind of go from there. Yeah, we're just gonna keep knocking out Blounds and then eventually chase this Oricorio, I think. I think it's gonna be our game plan. So yeah, this one first. Ooh. Well, wait, research, I think. Yeah, get that tomb. No, we still want to save the Great Ball to find one last tomb, I think. There's that Spikemuth I was talking about. So now we can go Spikemuth. Well, now I could even go bench Spiritomb, Bird Keeper. Retreat. Switch back. All right, and then build Spite, and then we get the knockout. Don't have the boss yet that we need to KO Oricorio, but we can get there. We'll get there soon. We'll get there eventually. Move from this one up. Put energy here, and then Anguish Cry. That knockout. All right. Looking pretty good. We actually maybe could have saved this, kept that in play, I think. And instead attacked with this one, actually. And like held off on a switch, maybe? Yeah, I could have like, instead I could have attached here, moved the damage up, and then held the switch for the turn, I think. No, that wouldn't have worked how I'd want it to work, would it? No, that wouldn't have worked how I want it to work. Never mind. Not quite anyways. Yeah, so boss is the next thing we're kind of hunting here. I guess it is possible. No, we're looking for boss. Take out the Oricorio. Just keep knocking out these Blounds, I think. I mean, they're down. Usually you see 4 Blounds and then no Ordinary Rod. Lately, I feel like in Baby Blounds. There goes my first Spikemuth down. We have plenty left, though, so we just need to go find another one. Although we have built up quite a bit of damage in play, though. We maybe don't even need another Spikemuth, but we ideally want to find one just in case we do need it. More, what's it called, is what we do need, though, I think. More Spiritombs. I definitely want some more Spiritombs, for sure. So we need to find ourselves one of those Ordinary Rods. There's 2 in the deck. Recover some Spiritombs, get those back in play. And then go from there. Yeah, we got the Oricorio to work with. We can try and get the Jirachi down. We don't have to, though. We'll see. We'll see what the Oricorio plus our top deck gives us and then kind of go from there. Yeah, because this Spiritomb currently gets the knockout. And then this one, yeah, we'll keep the Cape one around for as long as possible, I guess. There's that boss. All right, draw with Oricorio first. We need some more Spiritombs. That's for sure. Put some Spite. We I got the quick ball in hand, so I almost just want to like thin out the deck out of a Pokemon if I can grab one. I do find one. Move this up. Touch this here. I think I'm just gonna swing. I will put this Jirachi in play in case they play like something like Reset Stamp. You don't usually see that in Baby Blounds, but it sometimes does show up. So I think better safe than sorry here. Cape off there. Yeah, Rod. We need to attack twice more with Spiritombs. We'll probably take out our opponent's Oricorio this turn. I guess if we take out our opponent's Oricorio this turn, though, then they could go have boss KO my Oricorio. So we have to KO the Baby Blound, actually. Yeah, we have to go KO their Baby Blound here, actually. I take that back. The Baby Blound has to be dealt with here. We need to find a Rod. We need a Rod. We need to recover a Spiritomb. And then get that in play. Have that starting to build Spite. Yeah, KO their Baby Blound. And then from there, we can KO pretty much whatever we want. Yeah, then we have to go KO the Oricorio. But if I go KO their Oricorio here, almost every Baby Blounds plays boss. They don't all play Great Catcher, so I'm not too worried about the Great Catcher, I don't think. They could have a Great Catcher and KO my Oricorio. But I don't think they'll have it. It's also their 4th Blound. They might just run out of Blounds, to be honest. They actually play Heatran. Okay. I didn't expect that at all. But now we could go maybe like KO this Heatran, and they actually could use the Hoopa to KO this Jirachi, because they have 4 abilities in play, and they have 1 net left, and they'd have to want to take this out of play. There's the Hot Burn. All right. I think that's going to be the plan then. I'm going to send this up first. Hopefully we get a Spikemuth off this, or top deck, Oricorio, but that also works. All right, this into play. The retreat. So I wish we need an Ordinary Rod. We did not get an Ordinary Rod. Let me take the switch. So right now we're doing 100 and... Oh, we're doing 190 right now. Okay. But I can switch and build up more damage in play. For a Spiritomb for next turn, theoretically, I guess. So yeah, we'll go switch, I think. And then the Spiritomb will take some damage from the Spikemuth, which is what I wanted. We still have a switch and a net left to work with. Then we take this knockout, draw the prize cards. All right, knockout. We go down to 1 prize card. The question is just like, can they KO my Oricorio this turn? Which I feel like they probably won't be able to, but I still don't know for sure. Still haven't found the Ordinary Rod. Currently, we don't need the Ordinary Rod, though. We can just use Hoopa to KO the Jirachi if they don't take it out of play. We'll see if they think of that. If they play Great Catcher, they do just win. I assume they have 4 energy plus Great Catcher in hand. But like I said, it's not something I'm really worried about. Like, a lot of people don't play the Great Catcher. Although my opponent here plays Heatran, which a lot of people also don't play. So definitely see the Great Catcher being in their build. It looks like it's not. So Hoopa with the Evil Admonition is going to take our last prize. It's super close one up here against the Baby Blounds. I was talking about that Ordinary Rod the whole time. We were never able to find an Ordinary Rod. They're both in there. Guess we're just going to have to be fine without it, which is fine. Because we do get our last prize card here on that Jirachi Evil Admonition. Yeah. I guess we just don't need the Ordinary Rods. I was talking them up the whole game. And that's going to do it for these games with the Spiritomb deck. I hope you guys enjoyed them. It feels good to play Spiritomb again. It's been a little while. The deck feels all right now. Nothing too ridiculously strong or anything. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the games, give the video a like. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.